2 years back, Namara was separated from her family after losing her parent. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's Mishan, and today I'm back with a very sad story of Namara, who is only 8 years old and lives alone. As I'm grazing, I sometimes come to this pond to catch some mud fish for food, Namara says.
Yes, I want to become a pilot for the future of tomorrow. Yes, I want to become a pilot for the future of tomorrow.
Namara was born in a very humble background. They were born 6 and later separated after their parent, who used to look after them, died. Life is very challenging at times. This is where Namara sleeps, and this is her beautiful room. After her father died, life became so challenging and their relatives decided to share the children, and Namara ended up being picked by her aunt, who was also still struggling. Life became so hard for me. The world became so wild and small for me, and I almost gave up on my dream of becoming a pilot, Namara says. My aunt, who is also very old right now, wakes up to go and work every morning. She digs in people's gardens to find a living or to find food for us to eat. And sometimes when the garden is too big, she stays for a week or maybe a month, and I find myself staying alone at home, and I have to work so hard and also look after my home. I sometimes don't find food to eat, and on some days I only drink water to survive. I visited Namara with some food and clothes with my family, and she's such a sweet girl. She welcomed us so well and also prepared us some food. I work so hard every day, and I try so hard to learn everything in the world so that I can be a great person tomorrow, because I want to become so rich and look after my sisters and my brothers. Yes, I miss my sisters and brothers since they're in different homes, and I wish one day to meet them again and also to be happy with them, to play with them, to eat with them. And I hope God is protecting, and I believe He's really protecting them for me. I want really work so hard. I want to become a pilot and become rich and look for them and then look after them. On some days when I have no food at home and my aunt is not around, I always go to people's gardens and dig for them and they give me money. And I also go to people's homes and work for them, do houseworks, washing the plates, washing clothes for them. And they pay me some money and some people give me food. And that is how I survive. Some people give me 1,000, other people give me 2,000, and some other people give me 5,000 so that I can spend a day. I some days don't go to school because of school fees. Since my aunt works a lot to find my school fees and some days are hard for her, so sometimes she can't make it to pay for my school fees. So I always go to towns, to different towns, telling people about my stories so that I can find school fees. And I also work so hard so that I can make it and get some little money to buy books, pencils, uniforms, and things to go to school. Some people give me money, some people pray for me, and some people promise me. That's how I do every day, that's how I live every day. And I pray to God so much so that He can bless me and enable me to go to school, or maybe if I can find a sponsor, I'm willing to study and become a pilot. That is really my dream. Namara says. I don't really have enough time to play as other kids since I'm always working so hard, thinking so hard, and doing a lot of things at home, looking after my home so that it looks good. And I also work so hard so that I can become a great person tomorrow. So I don't really find enough time to play. I want to become a pilot. I love singing, I love praying to God, I love working so hard, and I love thinking about my future. My aunt saved some money and planted tomatoes in her garden so that we can be able to get some food and some sauce to use at home. So on some days when it's so hard for her to make money, or maybe when she's sick, I always go to the garden, pick some tomatoes, put them on a basket, and start moving around the town selling. And some people buy. On some days I don't sell, but on days that I've sold, I always come back home with food for my aunt and me. I always wake up so early every day, pray, clean my room, clean the compound, clean the kitchen, takes the goats for grazing and the cows, and look after the birds at home. I always go to the well, fetch some water, go to the forest, collect some firewood to use at home, and later I have to go to the garden and look for food to be cooked at home. If it's not there, I have to look for the money that I saved and buy some little food for me. And then I have to come back home and make my cooking stones, since I use cooking stones to cook. And then peel and make food for me. I don't have a lot of friends to play with since Amora is busy and working so hard, so I find myself being lonely most of the times. Whenever I ask for money from some people, some of them promise me, and later they sometimes come home and bring me some food, some clothes, and some of them leave me with some money. And that's literally how I survive, Namara says. Every day when I'm done eating, I have to go to the garden and look after it, like cleaning it, and also plant some crops like beans, maize, and other different crops. This was it from Namara, a very sad story. I hope you've learned something new, and in case you want to support her, I'm going to leave her number in the description box. You can please send something for her so that she can see tomorrow, so that she can have hope for tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, guys, and may the good Lord continue protecting you. Until my next video, bye.